It's been too long this day. Looking good in red.
Thank you. You've done it live, the audience. I love it.
Oh, I love them, man. I can't get enough of these people. They're so good.
They're going home with you afterwards,
They are.
right?
We're all
and
going
you're
out to
have a
lunch.
party.
Yes, we will. There's going to be a salad bar, and there's going to be store-bought appetizers that we've made really fancy.
Yeah, so these are just some really fun party treats that don't require any mixing, any cooking, any baking. And they're all really...
I like that.
Do you like
the
it?
sounds of that. I'm all about this.
And they're also all really great to get the kids involved with. So everything that I've brought and that I'm showing you today is a great way to keep them busy on like a cold winter day when you're trying to get ready for your cocktail party or your brunch or your open house or whatever it might be.
Right.
So I want to start down at this end. The holidays, for some reason, is that time of year when people just like to drop in unannounced. It's not acceptable any other time of the year.
Right.
But over the holidays, people are like, hey, I brought you this gift. Come on in, have some cider, have some whatever.
And you need to have something ready to go or be able to at least have something quickly that you can whip up.
Exactly. So the first thing I started off with was some cheese balls.
Okay.
Super easy. I just used them with some store-bought stuff from Loblaws. So some spreadable cream cheese. What I did was I dumped the container onto a piece of plastic wrap so that I could roll it into a ball. Poured it out like this. If you've got some time, you can roll it into some dried herbs like I've done here.
That's cool.
Do you like this? It looks like a little pine cone.
I love it.
Some almonds.
I was thinking porcupine pine, but whatever. Either way, it's very festive.
Of those things. And honestly, it takes you like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
No time at all, right? So, you know, this is the time of year when I think it's great to keep some cheese and crackers stocked in your pantry.
Absolutely.
And in your fridge, just so you have something for people to nibble on when they come over.
Yes.
I really like this slate board as well. This is from PC Home. You can get at Shoppers Drug Mart, at Real Canadian Superstore.
Right.
And you can write with a chalk on there, very easy. You can use that for all kinds of treats and cheese and all that.
You can put some of the menu items on there. You know, if people have a nut allergy, you can warn them about the ingredients. And it's good to have actually the breadsticks and, as you mentioned, crackers on hand.
Yeah, so some easy things, but you can make it a little bit more festive. I like this guy. He's got some currants there, makes his face really nice and festive. Another thing too, store-bought cake. Yeah. Very easy. Or if you want to make a cake from a cake mix, super easy. Kind of plain, nothing special about this one. But what you can do is make these really great little chocolate decorations. I'll show you this. So what I've done.
Are you going to put those on there?
So I want to show you how easy this is. We've got some melted chocolate in here.
That's cool.
If you have a little pastry bag, that's great. Otherwise, use a little sealable bag there.
It works pretty well.
Yeah.
So you put it on this. What is this stuff that you're using?
A non-stick sheet. It's called a Silpat. So for a lot of bakers, they might have this. You can use parchment paper, which is what I did with those ones over there. So you can make your little designs.
That's so cool, Perry.
And this is great around Christmas, but any holiday. Make a heart for Valentine's Day, you know, make little flowers, make little stars. And I find that this is a really great way to dress up something that's kind of plain, that doesn't have a lot going on. So even if you had some store-bought cupcakes, for example, you can make little designs, little dots, little swirls. And at restaurants, they do this a lot for your desserts, and everyone goes, ooh, wow, that's so impressive. It takes no time at all. The only thing is you need to let it cool for a bit. So if you're in a hurry, pop it in the fridge, let it cool down, and then you just peel it off the parchment, and you're making like, look how this just dresses it up.
That's beautiful.
For a nice, think of a brunch or a party that you might be having. And you can do all kinds of designs. And I like it just because the height difference makes it look a little fun, right?
That looks great. Now, does it matter what kind of chocolate you melt?
You know what? I use dark chocolate. And I find that that will hold its shape a little bit better.
That is so cool. I love that.
So this is, I think, a great way to make your holidays just a little bit more festive.
Merry Christmas. Okay, so let's move down a little bit. Let's move to these because
you like these?
I love them. And I looked at them and I thought, what are they? Because I didn't see this at the time. Yes. It's just a sugar cone.
So these are just sugar cones that I bought at the grocery store. Again, with the melted chocolate that you have, you can just coat it with melted chocolate, sprinkle some leftover, you know, candies on there, some of these little things that you can get at like the Bulk Barn, for example, sprinkles, whatever you like. I bought these little containers, these little tins at the dollar store. And you can fill it with like chocolate mousse, which I've done in some of them. Which
I have not done.
Some of them I've eaten, clearly.
Ooh,
but you know what? Yeah.
Or mousse. That is a great idea.
So this is fun.
I mean, think my kids would love that.
Yeah, and it's a great way to keep them busy.
Fun.
You know what? Have them start decorating their little trees for the holidays. This is great for a party or for a brunch.
And hopefully there's some decorations left by the time they actually want to put them on the little
exactly.
tree. Because you know you're nibbling the whole time.
Nibbling the whole time.
Now these are very cute.
Yes.
The little snowmen.
My little marshmallow snowmen. So these are easy because they're just on graham crackers.
Yeah.
And then I've taken the marshmallows, put them in the oven for a little bit so that they melt, the bottom ones, and then made little faces with jelly tot hats, jelly beans for their hands. You can get really creative with whatever you happen to have at home. And the trick for these is sometimes you go online and you look up some inspiration and people painstakingly, you know, glue on with icing like sprinkles and stuff for the faces. No. I don't have time for that. We're going to use edible markers.
Oh,
have you ever seen these?
No.
Yes. You can get these from places like the Bulk Barn or craft stores that sell some cake decorations. They're edible markers. These are also great for cookies if you're decorating them with your kids and maybe they're not great with the icing. Maybe your handiwork isn't all that fantastic.
Mine's awesome.
There you go. So these are very
creative.
But this can make your life a lot easier if you've got some decorating to do for the holidays.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, you know what? I love keeping these on hand because sometimes you just don't want to fuss around with a tube of icing. So then,
I love it.
You know the laughing cow cheese that you can buy at the grocery store?
And that kids love. Use it. Make it into a little reindeer like you've done down here.
Exactly.
So it's just the cheese.
And I love this. So it's the laughing cow cheese. Who's laughing now? We are, because it's so easy. It takes 30 seconds. You open your fridge when people come over, you're like, oh my God, what have I got? I've got crackers in the cupboard and I've got these laughing cow cheese. Unwrap them, make eyes out of olives, currants, whatever. It's, you know, anything goes. There's no rules. Pomegranate season right now, which is why I've got these here. So there's one there if you want to make one, Tracy.
Oh, sure.
And we've got some currants here.
We all know I'm very creative and have a lot of artistic skills.
Yeah, you are.
Let's see what
well, you know, I also said that this stuff was really easy and that kids could do it.
That's true. So I should be able to do this.
Yeah, and you know what? And this is the time of year too to pick up some really simple decor items. So I was able to get some from PC Home and also from Indigo as well. So they got some really beautiful things that are out right now. And you did a really good job. And I just quickly wanted to point out a veggie platter. Want to get a little creative?
You have
to put the veggies on the plate anyway.
Yeah.
Make it into a nice little Christmas tree shape, right?
It's a Christmas tree, everybody. And it's broccoli and things that are good for you. And you should always have that option as well with all of the sweets.
After all the sugar?
Yeah.
And with the veggies.
This is so good.